And then he just out of the blue, he asked me, like, are you vegan? And nobody ever asked me that. And I was like, no. But my,
Should
my
I be?
values are like nonviolence and peace and love. And so why am I not vegan? It was just like started this cog, he was totally sincere. He wasn't judgmental in any way. And then I was like, okay, are you vegan? And he's like, yeah, I am. And he started telling me about certain things about the animal industry, about like some very precise things about the slaughtering techniques, like why they kill animals a certain way. And it's so that they would have this rush of adrenaline in their
Mm.
flesh, so that then when you eat the flesh, you get the high. And he said just a few things like that, and it was like, wow, I'm supporting this industry, like I'm paying for this industry and this cruelty. And I was like, wow, okay, I need to think about this. And then I went back to Finland and I watched documentary Earthlings. And yeah, I just cried all the way through it. Just my heart was broken in thousand pieces, and I knew that I could never go back to eating animals. And then it was soon after that where I had my first vision, like a spiritual, mystical experience. And it was actually a vision of a football field full of animals looking at me, all just eyes at me. And I realized this is all the animals I had eaten throughout my life.
Oh,
Yeah, it was all the different, animals, chickens and cows and pigs, and they were all just
mm,
looking at me. And I was just weeping, and I was just saying, I'm so sorry. And just realizing I'd been eating some kind of animal product every single meal of my life, from breakfast, snack to lunch and dinner, and birthdays, funerals, Christmas, Easter, you name it. Like, wow, I just I felt them. I felt their souls, I felt their hearts. And I knew then never again, like never, never again. There's not a single scenario where that could ever happen. Like I'm
mhm,
I'm 100% committed to that
mhm,
path of
mhm,
nonviolence,
mhm,
and yeah, it changed everything. It truly, and it opened a whole veil, you know, of reality that, wow, I wasn't quite prepared for when it happened. But it's not an easy reality to live in. It's a bit like being a virgin in a brothel, some people say, where it's like, wow, seeing the
right.
world, non-vegan world as a vegan is
It's a hard world to traverse, and I
it
also think
is.
just the opening of the heart that's required to see that field of animals looking at you, the vision or the dream you had,
Mhm.
because that I think that's what a lot of people are afraid of, like that there's a wall we gotta put up that so I
Mhm.
don't have to feel that, and that's why the slaughterhouses are places we don't see, and,
Yeah.
we see the trucks on the road, at least where I live, and that's despairing enough, but it's easy for people to turn away from that.